You're tired of struggling with addiction. You keep telling yourself you'll stop, but before you know it, you've made the same mistake again. Let me warn you about something. It's almost impossible to break free from an addiction that is slowly destroying your life, unless you make a decision based on deep pain or trauma. To help you understand, let me tell you a story. Once, a young boy saw his father drinking lots and lots of beer. He thought it looked cool and wanted to do the same. He asked his mom if he could drink beer like his dad, but she said no. Days went by, and the boy kept insisting. His mother realized he wouldn't stop asking, so she came up with a plan. She told him, "You can drink beer with your father, but only if you drink the same amount he does." The boy agreed. One day at a party, he started drinking with his dad. At some point, while his dad was still drinking with friends, the boy turned to his mom and said he wanted to stop. He couldn't handle it anymore, but she reminded him, "No, remember our deal? You have to drink as much as your dad." Seconds later, the boy threw up all over the table. Everyone stared at him. To this day, now a grown man, he still can't stand the smell of beer. So, why did I tell you this story? Because when you decide to quit an addiction, whether it's alcohol, gambling, or pornography, it's never as easy as it seems. Think about it. If you have a problem with alcohol, gambling, or pornography, you already know how much it's hurting your life. Many young people, for example, discover pornography and get trapped in it for years without realizing the damage. Before you can break free, you need to understand the 3 levels of addiction. Layer 1. This is the first contact. Someone tries alcohol, drugs, or gambling, but it doesn't affect them much. They may never do it again, or it could take months or years before they return to it. Layer 2. This is where people start using their addiction as an escape from life's problems. Slowly, it steals their happiness, ruins their focus, and damages their health. Layer 3. This is the worst level. At this point, addiction is the only thing that matters. The person has lost control, and only deep pain or trauma can wake them up. You can watch every self-help video, take every course, but nothing, absolutely nothing, will help unless you understand the real problem. People don't realize that addiction comes from pain. They try to fill an emotional emptiness, hoping that smoking, drinking, or eating will bring them comfort. But these things are just substitutes. They reduce stress for a moment, but they can never truly fill the emptiness inside. Someone at layer 3 of addiction is like a person with a parasite inside them. They no longer control their own life. Their time is no longer theirs. Instead of managing their time to build a better future, they plan their day around feeding their addiction. In short, addicts are like orphans, always searching for something to fill a void, but never finding it. They struggle to be independent and happy. To make things clearer, here are 5 key signs of addiction. Withdrawal. When you stop your addiction, you feel awful. Mood swings. Your emotions go up and down. Tolerance. You need more and more of it to feel the same effect. Conflict. Your addiction causes problems in your life and relationships. Relapse. Even after quitting, you keep going back. Now, be honest with yourself. What level are you at? Are you still at layer 1, where you can walk away? Are you in layer 2, using your addiction to escape your problems? Or have you reached layer 3, where your addiction controls your life? Take a moment to think. Do you really want to keep living like this? Do you want something that is destroying you to control your future? The truth is, nothing will change unless you make a serious decision. Addiction doesn't go away on its own. It gets stronger every time you give in. Every time you say, "Just one more time," or "I'll quit tomorrow," you're digging yourself into a deeper hole. And if you keep going, you might reach a point where escaping feels impossible. But here's the good news. You don't have to wait for a disaster to change. You can make the decision right now. People spend years trapped before realizing that one decision could change everything. You can free yourself before things get worse. How? First, by realizing addiction is not stronger than you. Then, by taking real action to distance yourself from it. That means changing your habits, avoiding triggers, and, if needed, seeking help. Remember, quitting an addiction isn't just about willpower. If it were that simple, everyone would do it. You need strategy, a new mindset, and a strong reason to keep going. So, I ask you, what's your reason? What will you lose if you keep living this way? What will you gain if you decide to change today? Maybe you want a better relationship with your family. Maybe you want to fix things with your mother or your girlfriend. Whatever your reason is, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you don't have to be a prisoner to this addiction forever. You don't have to keep living in this invisible cage. The first step to freedom is deciding that you want to be free. So, what are you going to do now?